to everyone to build a positive life check. Choose who can participate Saturday between them. Mm, I'm live. I do believe, y'all. I think I was live before. I don't know. They're talking about learn more, do this, do that, and do the third. It's recording. I do believe. Let's see what's happening over here. Um, hmm. I don't know, y'all. I'm confused. Let's see what's happening. If it comes up. Uh, I think it's on there, but I don't see. Well, anyway, I'm not going to explain all that. I just came up here to say hello because I haven't seen you in a long time. But a lot has been going on. Excuse my little skinny braid that keeps popping over there, y'all. I just got back from the store and I am exhausted because I've been up all night. Then I turn around and go to the store. And the reason I had went to the store, let me see if this it says live. I don't know. I had no problem. I think it's working. I don't wait a minute, let's see. Maybe I gotta put the camera up. I don't know. I'm on a TV and I don't know if it's delayed. I don't know, y'all. Connected. It says connected, but I don't know. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I just came back from the store, but got me I didn't have any freezer bags. I went to the store yesterday as well. I went to Stop and Shop yesterday, and then I'm getting ready to pack up my chicken. You know, I usually buy the big pack of chicken breasts. It's got 4 in a pack, and I did not have enough freezer bags. And so what I did was I wrapped. Well, I had 2 freezer bags. Well, because I usually, put them in there individually. And so I wrapped 3. I mean, I wrapped 2 because I had the 2 bags in the little freezer bag, and then I wrapped the other 2 in Saran wrap, and then I put it in a big, like a big storage bag, which is what I always do. But for some reason or another, I just wasn't happy with that, and so I decided, okay, I'm going to the store this morning. I'm going to get me some freezer bags from the dollar store, which I have never ever bought this kind before, y'all. And I ended up buying me some. Wait a minute. Hold on. I ended up buying junk. Of course, it was right there. I couldn't help myself. I just couldn't contain myself, y'all. And something I haven't had in a long time. Pepsi is my favorite soda. It is probably flat because I got it from the dollar store. And some tissue that I had never heard of before. Dollar Tree got that old stuff going on. And so, I'm not Dollar Tree, Family Dollar. This is Family Dollar. And they kind of expensive. I think this box of tissue was like $2 and something, y'all. And I got sandwich bags. But I really wasn't so, meticulous about the sandwich bags because the only thing I do, I usually put leftovers in sandwich bags. And if I have some free, if I freeze my bread, I would take a couple of slices out, and put it in the sandwich bag to thaw up. And the same thing with the rolls. If I put them in the freezer, because I don't, eat them all at one time or that often. So matter of fact, I got some bread up there now. I got to put in a storage bag. I mean, in a, what do you call it? Yes, a freezer bag, right? Storage. Yes, storage bag, I think. I don't know. I'm confused. But anyway, I got these. Uh, BPA, they say they're BPA free, which I have some sandwich bags, but I just wanted more because the pack I had bought the last time only had 50 in it. And I usually use them a lot. I really do. I put my little leftover, if I have like a half an onion that I don't use, I put that other half in one of those bags, which I've been trying to get away from plastic. I no longer, very seldom, I ain't gonna say no longer. I would say very seldom I use plastic. I got a oodles of plastic bowls, oodles and oodles of past plastic bowls. And I'm gonna get rid of them. I don't know, I don't know if I should give them to somebody or just toss them out. But it's a set of, I got a set of Rubbermaid, the whole set of plastic bowls from Rubbermaid from my daughter had given me a few years back. But like I said, I'm trying to get away from those. I'm going, trying to get glass. That's what I'm going for, glass. And I think I'll be all right with the mixing bowls for a while. They're like the sort of hard plastic. But these little type of stuff like this here, I'm not so sure. What are we supposed to do if we want to put something in the freezer? If we don't want to do, like plastic bags. And I got the freezer bags. They said double zip bags, so I guess they'll be all right because I just got two for chicken breasts that I got to put in there, and that's about it, y'all. And that little bit of stuff right there cost me over $20. Go figure. I mean, what happened to the dollar days, the Dollar Tree days? I think that's behind us, y'all. But anyway, I was watching this morning on the TV. I forgot the name of the situation, the program. It was a lady. She was getting, I think her husband wanted to move. I don't know if they wanted to downsize. That's my phone. I don't know what. I ain't got time for that right now. But I guess they wanted to downsize. And boy, my house is not junky. I'm convinced my house is not junky anymore. After I saw this lady's house, and I thought I had a lot of plastic bags. You remember when the stores were using plastic bags? Well, I used to save them, and I still got a whole, like a big thing of it, plastic bags in there right now. But this lady had a slew. I mean, she had a whole slew of bags. Not only did she have the little shopping bags, with the little handle that you hold it like that, of plastic board bags. She saved her sandwich bags, her storage bag. Even after she used them, she was saving them. I mean, that's what you call being very, very frugal. And she had so much stuff, little gadgets in the kitchen, and she had somebody there helping her. And actually, the lady that was helping her, I don't know if she was getting tired of listening to the lady talk or what the situation is, because she broke out of sweat. Her face got all flushed and everything. I said, this lady is tired of this lady. She wants to throw everything out and get it done, okay? But, she finally did convince her to get rid of a whole lot of stuff. And wait a minute, let's see if I can unplug this phone, because I got it on charge. I'm never, ever ready to record. Something else happened to me yesterday after I came from the store. Okay, I went to Stop and Shop on my scooter. I didn't get my ride. They said they didn't have any rides available till, I don't know, next week sometime. I said, what? Hold on there, y'all. I thought I was going to sneeze, but it went back. But anyway, that's why I didn't go, all the way out, because I used to go to the Stop and Shop that's out. But being that I was unable to get a ride, and take my scooter with me and all that blah, blah, I went over there to, to my closest Stop and Shop near me, which I don't like that Stop and Shop that much. And, wait a minute, what is this here popping up here? Add a Q&A sticker and overrated food. What? I don't know what these people are talking about. Just a second. I don't know if I can show it. Let me see. What? It's not showing. How do I make this show up on that screen? It's not working. It's not working for me, y'all. But anyway, let me get back to this. So I was taking my trash out, After I came back, because, the trash was overloaded. Matter of fact, I forgot to take this trash out right here. This one in here is full, but I forgot it when I was getting ready to take the trash out. I took all the other trashes, emptied all the other trash bags. But I didn't empty this one. So this is what I got to do today. But first, I said, let me get up here and talk to the AAG team and let them know that I'm still hanging in there. And I'm back in the saddle again. But I ain't through telling you about what else happened to me yesterday, y'all. And I could not figure out when this person, let me unplug this phone. Let's see if I can go out here and show you. Um, there was a box delivered. Let me put my glasses on because I know that's sun. It's not, oh, I don't have them out here. I guess I'll be all right. I'm not going no further than the porch. And like I said, I had taken my trash out. See that white box sitting right there? See what it says? See that? And that was a wrong address. They got my house number on there. But how in the world you gonna get the wrong street? You get the right number, house number, but you got the wrong freaking street. And to me, I got very nervous when I saw that. And I thought it was a building that was not too far from where I live. I said, this got to be some kind of medical thing that, needs right away. Because they said rush and all that stuff on it. And I didn't know what to do. I said, oh my goodness. And so I'm looking at my ring phone trying to see who delivered it. I don't know who delivered it. So when I finally brought it up on my ring phone that I was able to bring it up, when I saw he must have brought it while I was at the trash, taking the trash out. Because I had stopped to talk to the neighbor down, on the end to me. And so I don't know when he brought it. Actually, I really do not. But when I looked out there and saw this box, I thought it was mine because I'm always getting stuff from Amazon. Almost every day, every other day, I got something on Amazon. And sometimes it's in a different type of box, especially if it's on from like a private seller or something. Well, you know how Amazon roll. But then I looked at it. I said, oh my goodness, this is medical stuff. What am I supposed to do with this stuff? And I thought it was, like I said, I thought it was a building that I used to live in, which is not too far from here. It's about I'll say 3 good blocks. Take me maybe 5 minutes to get there or something like that. Maybe not even, I don't know. And I thought of, jumping on my old buzz around and just buzz on over there and take it to the building and let the guard in the hallway. Because they usually have a guard sitting at the door, the vestibule as you go in. And let him deal with it. Because he's got to know who that person is that's in that building. But then I took a closer look at the address. I said, no, that's not that building because it's the same address as my address, the same address and number. I said, I ain't going over there, trying to deliver nothing to no people like that. And so I got on the horn. I tried to call my office to see if they would know, about the telephone number for that office over there. But they didn't answer the phone. I think they said it was in a meeting or something. It was always something, Lord. There was a stumbling block in my way yesterday. And so I left a message on the answer machine. And then, once I found out that it wasn't that building, a light bulb went off in my head. Called the Popo. I called Popo. I called that Popo on the phone. I said, hello. I told the Popo who I was, identified myself, let him know I wasn't no criminal or nothing, trying to get back in there before Thanksgiving. So, anyway, I explained to the officer what had happened. And the officer said, well, just write wrong address, so I had to put it back out there on the porch. That they got the wrong address and all this kind of stuff. I said, but it looked like it's something medical, and it says it needs to be refrigerated. He says, well, it's cold enough that nothing ain't gonna happen if it's cold enough. He says, unless you want to take responsibility for it, just put it back out there on the porch. Okay, now this is yesterday. Nobody has came back over here to reclaim this package. So what I'm gonna do today, because I'm not gonna just sit here and look at this emergency situation. What would they deliver in a box like that would be medical and it's perishable? And it says Rush or something like that on it. I'm gonna look it up and see what's the name, of the return name, of the thing, and see if I can contact them. And when I finally saw on my Ring camera what type of outfit this guy had on, he actually took a picture of it. I said, what is wrong with this guy that he can't tell that this is not even the street? And he left it right there on my porch. And somehow or another, I'm feeling responsible for it. If this person needs their medication, well, the person that needs the medication, they need to take some responsibility as well. They can call and say, hey, I ain't received it. But I'm going to see if I can contact them. But like I said, the guy that delivered it, he had like it was like a stripe, like almost like a not jumpsuit, what you call jogging suit type thing with stripes, and it looked like it was purple with white stripes or something like that. I have to look at the video again. But that's my story, y'all, and I'm sticking to it. I don't want nobody to go and have go into no situation because they don't have what they need. But I guess they can, if they come upon an emergency, they have to go to the emergency room. But I'm going to do my part. I'm going to be the good Samaritan and try to, crack this case myself. Okay? I'm going to call that number. I'm going to see if they have I'm sure they have a number. It's a company that actually mailed this stuff to them. They said it was perishable. Wait a minute, let me see what it says again. I just read it to y'all and I forgot already. But the popo told me I was not, it said it's Rush is perishable. Perishable. And it came from Monroeville, Pennsylvania. So that ain't too far. But it's not that cold out here today. So, I mean, if it's supposed to be frozen, but like the popo said, it ain't freezing. I mean, it's not hot like it's going to spoil or anything. But I still don't want it on my porch. Come get it. How y'all doing? How you doing the day before Thanksgiving? The turkey, the big old turkey day. Well, I ain't cooking anything. I got my turkey, my Thanksgiving dinner right here. Here you go. I said I'm just not gonna do it. It's too much for me. But they supposed to have everything at my son's house. I don't know. Ooh. But I know I ain't cook anything. I'm just not. I'm not excited about it. It's too much trouble, because I had it in my house for years and years and years. But hopefully they bring something. Hope somebody cooking, because it ain't me. I ain't cooking anything at all. As a matter of fact, I think I'm staying home. Yeah, but a day is a nice day. As far as the temperature goes, it's nice and warm. And I got to get off the video, y'all, because I just keep jibber-jabbing and yakking and carrying on. I guess I'm just so excited to be here again, y'all. And on that note, I go in love, and I'll see you again soon.